We are brought to you today by Bonk's Bar in Philadelphia. Bonk specializes in seafood and good times. If you're in the Philly area, make sure to stop by, and on Tuesdays, our resident producer Jack hosts trivia at the bar. Mention Pop Culture Corner to Jack and receive your first drink on the house. For more information about the menu or specials, visit the website for Bonks or their social media pages. All of the links are in the description below. This was an easy one, guys. Head out, support your local service industry. Go to Bonks, grab some seafood, some beer and wine, play some trivia, and have a good time. We are brought to you today by Kai CBD, a Las Vegas-based health and wellness brand that crafts a full-spectrum CBD hemp-derived product line. Made with 100% love, the brand was created by a 20-year licensed massage therapist for her husband who suffers from chronic pain. Healing is what Kai lives for. Head over to their Facebook or Instagram and mention Pop Culture Corner to receive 10% off your order of all or any of their CBD-derived product line. Guys, their website is in the works. Head over to their Facebook or Instagram. The links are in the description below. Mention Pop Culture Corner and get 10% off. This ad is an easy one for me. Easy, as I use the products myself. They are wonderful. So head over, mention Pop Culture Corner, and get 10% off your order of all orders forever. Welcome to the Pop Culture Corner, folks. Jermaine even made an appearance into that new intro. I thought that was a little treat.
Nice little throwback.
Yeah, nice little throwback. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good evening. Welcome to the corner.
Welcome to the corner, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we like to start off the show with a little bit of housekeeping. So make sure to smash the like button so I can feel it through my core. Smash it. Heard it, break your keyboard, do what you got to do for the Pop Culture Corner. I will reimburse you. Don't hold me to it, though. And share the show on social media.
Please.
We're trying to get recognized by, different audiences, new people, so you can engage with them in the comments as well.
Right.
And then, become a patron. For only $5 a month, you can gain access to early access of different things. Just shared something in there today, the intro, and asked if you guys liked it, yada yada. I get some other stuff, anything we can think of, discounted merch. What else do we do on there? I don't know, private stuff. Yeah, so that
early access, discounted merch.
Yeah.
You get to look at my face more often. I'll send you some feet pics if that's what you're into. Really, anything you want, you can get it.
Yeah, and then head over to the store, man. Get some Pop Culture Corner merch. If you want, and you would take a picture with the merch that you do buy, and then send me a picture of it, I'll give you 15% off your next order, even if you're not a member.
Wow.
But dude, we have a pretty fun show today for you.
Right.
I did want to start off with what you were talking about earlier. You had mentioned something about Unreal Engine.
Oh, okay. We're gonna start there. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I think it's it'd be good to start with Unreal Engine, because for anyone who doesn't know, Unreal Engine, I mean, like you would put it to me, if you've heard or seen anything that in a video game or film that like blew you away, chances are Unreal Engine had something to do with it.
Right. Mainly leaning towards games for that one.
What up, Austin? What up, Andrew? What up, Nick? What up?
Like he said, if you've ever seen a game, you're like, wow, that looks really good. That looks like very realistic. Chances are it's Unreal Engine. And with E3 coming up next month, we got a little tech demo courtesy IGN from Epic Games. They gave us a little tech demo of Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to talk about is not the engine itself, but the future of gaming, right? So I look at it like this, right? with modern day technology, how easy has it become for your regular everyday Joe Schmo, i.e. me, to become a content creator, right? And make a podcast and a YouTube
hold
channel.
on. I'm dead. Hold on.
What happened?
Parademon says, I was inspired by your video and thought of supporting local business, so I went out and bought some drugs to support local drug dealers.
My man.
Hey, man, whatever works.
Hey, my man. Hey, whatever builds the community, it builds the community. I ain't mad at you.
That one, hey, man, props to you for that one. That one made me laugh. I love it. That
was good.
So what were you saying? I completely lost it on that one.
So, where did I leave off? Oh, with E3.
Sorry.
That's okay. With E3 coming up next month, we got a little tech demo, right? Now, I don't want to talk about the Unreal Engine itself because I'm not a game developer. I don't know what I'm talking about. But, that's where I left off. With modern day technology, it's become incredibly easy for any Joe Schmo, again, i.e. me,
TikTok, all those things. Yeah.
Even the softwares we use, Anchor and Adobe, and they're all really laid out so you can get it relatively easily and understand it, right? And anybody and their mother can make a podcast or a YouTube channel or whatever the case may be. And with the way things are going with gaming, I feel like in the very near future, that will be the case as well for games, that any Joe Schmo can start making video games.
You think?
Yeah.
Which
we already kind of have with things like Dreams, right? Dreams is, or even Roblox, you can do that.
What is Dreams?
Dreams is a game where you make a game, right? So like it's kind of hard to explain. It's a game that you make games within. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So
makes kind of sense. Yeah.
Right. So like or a better example, Mario Maker, right? Yeah. Mario Maker is a Mario game where you build your own levels, right? And you go from classic Mario to more recent Mario, or you can mix and match and do all kinds of different stuff, right? So it's getting to the point that these things are getting so mind-blowing that Einstein said it best. You don't understand something well enough until you can explain it simply, right? And that's where we're heading. That's where we already at when it comes to video creation. Now, next step is obviously going to be games. You know?
Now, this is a question that I've asked on multiple occasions to multiple different people in the sphere of things.
Okay.
Do you think that we will get to a point where one day that Ready Player One concept is a legitimate thing?
Absolutely.
Like where
absolutely.
Maybe not like the rundown cities and stuff, but like do you think there'll be like an AR world, a reality world, a world that we can live inside where maybe, if you think about it, Ready Player One's so far past its time because that actually that's not just a movie that just came out. That's a story from a while back.
Right.
And the internet has become that.
Well,
we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Where the internet is becoming not just a thing that you go to your computer for, but something that you enter almost.
Right. So, it's like a place. It's like a destination at this point. And you're absolutely right. So, way back early 90s, Nintendo, virtual reality has been something since like late 80s, early 90s, right? Nintendo tried it with Virtual Boy, right? When in all actuality, all it was a headset where you would play your game through. But virtual reality has been something that we've been on top of for forever, basically, and it's only logical to say that Ready Player One is not only something we will see, but something we will see soon, right? Where like current VR is already pretty through the roof. I've heard stories of people play like Resident Evil on PSVR, and like
it's unbelievable.
Like really threw some people for a loop.
Because I've played with the virtual reality PlayStation set.
Really?
Yes,
I have not.
And it's truly something I've never experienced before, but something I would love to do again.
Right.
It was so fun. It does give you a little bit of a vertigo-ish feeling.
Yeah, I heard that.
In the sense that you're adjusting to it. You ever wear, like, for me, when I wear sunglasses, I get this weird feeling in my body.
Okay.
As if it's not right.
Okay.
And that's like the same feeling I had when wearing the glasses, but you adjust to it over time.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, once you adjust to it, boom, you're off and running.
Right.
So much fun.
Well, that can't be, I would imagine that can't be good for your equilibrium to be just like throwing it for a loop like that on a regular basis, you know?
Yeah.
But it's look at places like, I can't think of any specifics, but there's like arcades and parks and whatnot where it's virtual reality, and you put on your helmet, they give you like a chest plate and stuff and like a gun, and it will be like a zombie apocalypse virtual reality or something crazy like that, you know?
Right.
And dude, those things are immersive. Like it's the whole building is set up to be virtual reality, and that's damn near on the line of something like Ready Player One. It gets intense.
Yeah. Your camera's a little, actually, I think they're both a little bad right now. That's weird.
Huh.
I wonder why.
Let me know in the comments if we look terrible.
I don't know why it's looking so like pixelated on the thing, but that's all right.
That's a rarity.
We'll play through it hopefully. Damn, man, East Coast West. I haven't heard of you in a while.
Wes is here.
Yeah, remember
wow.
when Justice was pushing that light drizzle alias on you? It's been fun to watch you grow and expand from this viewer perspective. Respect, my dudes.
My man, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
This camera is the one we're having trouble with right here.
Me?
Yeah, your camera, of course.
Oh, wow, of course. Me.
It's because you're through the laptop.
Right.
That's just the way it's gonna be for
right.
now. But anyway, let's just pump through it. It's okay. It's a Saturday night too, so everyone's home in the area.
Right.
But it's okay. But yeah, I would be super, super, super interested to see what the world develops like in a few years, where the internet takes us. If it takes us to a place where, yes, a Ready Player One style game, because at the end of the day, it's a game.
Right.
It's a video game that they play all day, every day. 100, you know,
right.
You basically just
live there.
You just do like the human necessity stuff.
Right. Eat, sleep, breathe.
And like give waste away, you know, like go to the bathroom and stuff like that. But that would be really crazy.
Yeah.
And that's
absolutely.
if we don't like get out of this now, this is where we're headed.
Like I can't think of
like imagine we do our show virtual.
Right. There's
like,
people who do that on Twitch.
Her
name's Code Miko. She's like making it like a thing too.
What?
Her name's called Miko. What she does is her whole setup. She has a studio just like this, and it's all virtual, and including her avatar. It's all animated. It's all virtual. It's all like a video game character, and her chat can like alter it and make her look different. Like so, she'll be like mid sentence, and then she'll have like an afro or something. You know what I mean? It's her name's Code Miko. It's becoming a thing, and
that's crazy.
For the life of me, I have no idea how she does it, but it's really cool. And she has like interviews and stuff, so it'd be like her and her virtual setup, right? And then have a monitor, and then it'll actually be us, like on our legit selves, and she's interviewing us. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like, dude, she blew up on Twitch.
That's unreal.
She's a big streamer.
I mean, that's like taking streaming to a new level.
It really is.
Like she's got the equipment to back that up too.
And like her whole setup is like, you know, she can lift up the phone and, you know, touch the camera and alter everything in as if it was an actual room. You know what I mean? She like there's a lot to it.
Adam said, what's her name?
Code Miko.
What is it?
Code Miko.
So code. The word code.
Yep.
Miko. Miko.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, check her out.
Yeah.
Check her out on Twitch. That sounds.
I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of her.
Yeah, that sounds
she's huge.
dope.
Yeah.
Super into that. But before we not move on. Before we talk a little bit more on Unreal Engine, you sent me this thing, and I figured why not if we want to take a look at it, their little demo that they did.
Right.
Because listen, I'm into this like.
Dude,
stuff.
It's crazy.
I'm into this stuff pretty hard.
Yeah. That's a good thing about us being on StreamYard. We can show them.
Stupid ads. It's not one of those skippable ones either. Sorry. All right, here we go. So this is the Unreal Engine 5 demo.
Hi, I'm Chance Ivy, Senior Technical Designer at Epic Games.
Courtesy IGN.
And I'm Galen Davis,
courtesy
producer
IGN.
and evangelist for Quixel at Epic
and
Games.
Epic Games.
Last summer, we revealed the first look at what's coming in Unreal Engine 5, the next generation of our real-time technology, and our demo, Lumen in the Land of Nanite. Since then, the engine team has been working hard on preparing the tools and technology for creators around the world to get their hands on so that they can explore the new features and provide us with feedback.
Now, just a few months ago, we assembled a small team of developers to see what they could build using these new features. The result is a new practical sample project called Valley of the Ancient. Today, we're excited to give you the very first hands-on look at some of the new tools and workflows that we use to build it.
Now, we've got a lot to get to, so let's get started.
It's a theory of mine. See, like,
When setting out to make our demo, we wanted to
for
push
anyone
the
who also
boundaries of
doesn't
what's
realize,
possible with UE5
the
today,
Mandalorian
while
used
targeting
Unreal
next-gen
Engine.
hardware specifications.
So the Mandalorian
Right.
used Unreal
Your
Engine.
sequences running in real time on
I mean,
PlayStation
it was
5 and Xbox Series
absolutely
X.
blew me away.
That,
I mean,
yeah,
the
it's so weird.
Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is so far ahead in what it can
Okay,
do.
welcome to the brand new
and
UI in
what
Unreal Engine 5.
they can produce.
While a lot of the same features and functionality that you've come to know in UE4 are still present in the new UI, we've added several new systems that put you at the center of the
Oh,
experience.
thank you, Saggy Melons.
For example, the content browser can now be
Appreciate
accessed
that.
like a drawer using hotkeys, allowing
Saggy.
you
For
to
anyone-
have a clean
one sec.
workspace.
For anyone who doesn't know, so Saggy Melons is actually, it's not like a legit, it's not like a fake person.
Yeah.
She's a girl who streams, and I met her over at Poindexter Lounge,
Oh.
and she thought that I was yeah.
Ow.
She thought she
Ow.
yeah. So she actually turns out,
adorable.
so we were like kind of like going back and forth on Poindexter Lounge, and then it turns out she's actually from where you're from, Quincy.
Really?
Yeah, she's over in Quincy where you
Really?
are.
I
Yeah.
was wondering why you mentioned bubble tea. I was like, that sounds.
That sounds like a Massachusetts.
Yeah, that
thing.
sounds very close to home.
Yeah, but she was like, "Oh, we got to meet up and get bubble tea or
Wow.
something like
Yo,
that."
bubble tea is really good. You should get it.
Not,
It's
it's like
bomb.
tapioca,
Dude, it's delicious.
and they give you a straw that's this big.
I know, but it's so good.
Well, maybe you can.
Support your local bubble tea shop.
Yeah. As Ryan says, smash that like button so
That's
I
right.
feel it in my core.
That's right, dude. I want you, because he got the screen pause. Just take a look at that. That's not a real picture. That is what these people created using Unreal Engine.
And
Bro,
again,
that's insane.
Again, I can't stress this enough. This is the future of
Bro,
movie
it's
making,
nuts.
of
Right.
possibly, like
Right.
you said, video game and like
Right.
virtual reality. This is the future. These guys are so like intelligent.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm a caveman in
When
comparison.
it comes, yeah, of course,
you know?
absolutely. I quite literally am a caveman. It really just blows my mind. Like bringing to Mandalorian that you brought up. I don't know if you recall, but when we first were watching season 1 of Mandalorian, the first time I watched it, I came back to you. I was like, dude, that reminds me of a video game.
Yeah,
Like,
and then I was
even-
like, that's because
Yeah, I was like, oh snap,
they use the
dude.
same technology.
Bro, and it blew my mind. But that's the thing. Like you hear that, right? You hear, oh, Mandalorian looks like a video game, and you think, oh, that's trash. But no, bro, it looks amazing. It looks like it blew me away the first time I saw it.
Oh, sorry.
I was like, what the?
But yeah, so I mean, so that's why though. That's why the Mandalorian looks so ahead of its time.
Right.
Because they were faced with a problem.
Right.
They were faced. This is the problem that they were faced with is, oh my god, if we shoot this on a green screen, Mando is a literal mirror.
Right.
All we're gonna have to key out so much green on him.
Right.
And you know
Right.
that takes a lot of work.
Right. Right.
So they were
right.
like,
he's a
oh-
green screen nightmare.
a literal nightmare. And Jon Favreau had used this technology before,
Right.
where he was like, you know what?
Let's try it again.
Let's try this again.
Right.
And then he got Unreal Engine on board with it, and then they created the volume.
Bro, and the outcome is mwah. Now if do you know anybody else that's done that? It's just Mandalorian, right?
No, they've used it now for Army of the Dead.
Really?
They've used it for
I did not know that.
the Batman used it.
Really?
Yeah, so
okay.
Robert Pattinson's
hey,
because of the pandemic, they asked to use it.
really?
So companies are coming to Disney and saying, yo, we got the scene we need to film.
Right.
Can you help us out?
Yo, Disney really
Here's
got it
the
on
money.
lock.
Yeah.
Wow.
So not for too much longer.
You can't do anything without Mr. Mouse.
Yeah, not
It's
for
crazy.
I guarantee there's going to be copycat volumes.
Right,
pretty
right,
soon.
absolutely. There's always
Um,
bootlegs.
But all right, so let's finish the video. It's 15 minutes. We're not going to watch 15
No,
minutes.
While
I
still
just
having
want you
access
guys
to
to
all
get
the
the
content
idea
that
of
you
what
need.
we're working with.
We can also collapse and restore editor tabs to and from the sidebar, maximizing the viewport experience. And you're going to see a lot more of the UI as we get further into this presentation, but we can't wait for you to get your hands on it.
So viewport
Now,
is where the
one of the
camera
main
angle
features
is.
of Unreal Engine 5 is Nanite. our virtualized micropolygon geometry system that frees artists to create as much geometric detail as the eye can see.
Like, that's
Bro,
not
like,
Virtualized
to the most
geometry supports
minuscule
orders of magnitude
of
more
detail
triangles
you can
without
alter,
compromising
change,
speed,
and make look
and
as
replaces the
so. In other
traditional
words, there could
system
be
of mesh
one grain
LEDs,
of sand
handling
right
all
there with
detail
our logo
transitions
on it.
seamlessly
That's
without
it.
any
And
additional
everything
setup.
else, that's the
In other
one
words,
grain of sand
Nanites
that
lets
has
the
our
artist
logo
create
on it.
Right.
while the
The
engine
level
does the
of
work.
detail that can go into these
Switching
things.
to this nanite visualization, you can see individual triangles rendered out as different colors
Dude,
Look at
in
that
the
that.
looks
viewport.
so
And because the
real.
geometry is now
Bro, it's
virtualized,
insane.
you can feel free to place assets like these all throughout your scene to fill out a massive player space.
Absolutely
Using this
absurd.
debug view, you can see individual instances represented by different colors from swatch to swatch.
Now, on the
Each
same
instance
coin,
in this
this
environment
is
contains
also
around 1 to 2
provided
million
somewhat of
triangles,
an
providing
issue
enough detail for the
because
camera to roam with
it's
complete
getting to the
creative
point that
freedom.
they've made games so massive that you can't
Now,
even wrap your head
UE5's
around.
new
Like,
anti-aliasing
it's
solution,
too large
temporal
for you
super
to even cover
resolution,
the
keeps
whole
up with all
scale
this
of
new
the thing, you know what
geometric
I mean?
detail to create sharper, more
Yeah,
stable
that's
images than
crazy.
before, with quality approaching true native 4K at the cost of 1080p.
Like, if you
While
look at a
highly
game like
detailed
Elder
assets are
Scrolls
great on their
Online,
own,
the sheer
high-quality
magnitude
lighting
of it
that
is
realistically
just-
reacts to your scene is what
blows
opens
my
the
mind
door to
every
more
time I see
dynamic
it.
worlds and immersive gameplay. Lumen is our fully dynamic, real-time global illumination solution that
My God.
immediately reacts to scene and light change, making for more believable experiences. And the GI hooks in directly with our time of day settings, allowing for true physically based setups for photorealistic environments. The Megascans library has meticulously calibrated physically based surfaces and objects in the thousands of assets as of today. And the assets that we're highlighting here show just how powerful it is to have
Insane.
Nanite and Lumen working in tandem.
It's insane.
Bro, if you just showed
Also,
me this out
thanks
of
to the new
context,
Sky Atmosphere
like somebody
system,
who
it is
just
incredibly simple
joined
to
the
quickly
stream doesn't
simulate
know what we're
realistic
talking
time
about.
of day,
Like, bro, why are
carefully
they
art
watching
direct
nature
volumetric clouds,
documentaries?
and make modifications to things like
Nat
atmospherics,
Geo?
sun
What's going on?
position, and fog. And for this example, we wanted a fully dynamic scene. No light baking and realistic interpolation between the different times of day.
Interpolation.
Of course, when in development, having access to high quality content that one file per actor approach empowers different team members
Here we go.
It's
This is like
deterministic, reliable.
of actors in and out
See, I
and
didn't
enter
even
into
get
the
this
dark
far
world.
last time.
Let's see this in action as we go back to Chance.
Bro,
Thanks, Galen. Many runtime
Are
and
you
interactive
kidding me,
frameworks in
man?
Unreal Engine are getting significant updates in UE5.
my
One thing
God.
we've added for animation is an experimental new full-body IK solver, which is designed to give you
fuck did
better
he just say?
results with
I
less
have no
work.
idea.
Oop, I just
Here,
was
you
you
can
just
see it in
say?
action
What
as a
did
rig
you
for our
just
player
say?
Echo corrects itself to adjust for variations
the
on the
other
ground
show
below
now.
her.
Right, right.
It's deterministic, reliable, and around 10 times faster than before. To build and maintain more scalable gameplay systems, we've also added a new framework
Absolutely
called Game
gorgeous.
Feature Plugins that will allow you
Are
to
you
build
familiar
and ship
with,
game content
Super
in a
Mario
more
64?
modular way.
Yeah.
With Game
Like the
Feature
way it looks?
plugins,
Yeah.
numerous core
Somebody,
gameplay
like a
features can
fan,
be built in
took
parallel
Unreal
with better
Engine
encapsulation
and
and
made
finer content
Super Mario
orientation.
64 with it.
Game
and
Feature
it-
plugins allow developers
like
to
they
add activation
recreated
instructions
the
to
final
extend
boss
base
with
game
Bowser.
functionality,
It looks
register
insane.
new
It
input
looks
actions
No
for
way.
insane.
players,
It's crazy.
and interface with
It's
other
so
frameworks
good.
such as animation.
I'm sure most
When we shifted
most
into the
people
dark
watching
world-
have seen that on YouTube because it's a huge video. But bro, it looks amazing.
Right, right. What is you stop doing that. That moment you realize a person you randomly met online has been to your job before. Question mark? Care to explain?
Yeah,
Yeah, explain that to me. No, seriously,
Please.
I'm intrigued. But thank you, Saggy, for the $5 super chat.
I didn't even know
making
you could do that on
10
YouTube.
$10 total now for super chats.
Yeah, on
Yeah, we
YouTube.
just got it
Yeah.
when we got monetized fully.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what that is.
Yeah, so
I
we just got
see.
it. We just got this feature.
Well,
not
thank you
even
so
a
much.
week ago.
And your
So-
name's hilarious, by the way. I
She-
love it.
Yeah, you and Justice would get along actually.
I love the name.
Yeah, she's really cool though. She knows her shit, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, she knows her shit. She knows her shit.
I need somebody to
Um,
talk anime with, so please tell me you know it.
But yeah, thank you again, Saggy. So yeah, Unreal Engine's coming. Do they have a release date for this, or is
I would know.
I mean-
So it's a software, so it's for developers to use. You know what I mean? And as far as
I can't buy Unreal Engine?
we should. I mean, yeah, I would imagine we could.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say.
yeah.
So-
Because look, I just told you that fan recreated Super Mario, so yeah, we should be able to have access to it. Honestly, I have no idea how that works because again, I am a caveman. Save 50% by switching to Geico. See what I did there? You see what I did there?
Yeah. She says that we probably know each other if he lives in the same city.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
weird, bro.
Yeah. So I told her that you live next to Wollaston.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
so,
Right.
But moving on to
Please don't dox me.
yeah, I'll dox you.
Please don't.
His address is Wollaston. So, guys, I know we've beat this one into the ground. I know we've beat it down. We've talked about it for years almost. We've almost run out of things to say.
Right.
But Spidey is in the news again with
right.
lots of speculation. What do you got to say on
Right.
this?
Well, why I asked.
There's Andrew Caselli.
I know. We need our expert, our expert,
Spidey expert.
Right. So why I asked to bring this up is not because of any news that came up or anything of that sort.
There is some news.
Well, there is, but that's not why I wanted to discuss it. Why I wanted to discuss it is because for the longest, first of all, I didn't realize the release date is what it is. And my thoughts are, bro, I don't think we're going to get a full trailer for this. And if we do get a trailer, it's not going to be anything. It's going to be very it's not going to tell us anything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Marvel is trying to do the best they can.
I wouldn't show you anything about this.
That's my point.
Basically,
exactly.
I would show you that,
I would show you nothing.
That it's a Spider-Man movie. I would basically show you Spider-Man like swinging through,
right,
but nothing else.
Right.
Keep it bare minimum so that you don't give anything away.
My point exactly.
Yeah. I do know where you're going with
my
that,
point
though.
exactly. I don't think we're gonna get like our general, like typically speaking, bro. We would have had a full trailer by now.
Yeah.
It comes out in December. It's June. We don't have a trailer yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not even
it's
not
a teaser.
that far away. Yeah.
We haven't even gotten a teaser yet.
Yeah.
You know, set photos, nothing.
At Drip Big.
By
the way, if you guys do want to know anything about our social stuff, if you do go in the video description, I have all of our stuff there. Just Big Drip, aka Justice, aka Blackie White, aka this one, aka that one, aka
names, baby.
aka his Twitter's in the video, aka.
Yeah.
This video, damn it. It's in the description.
It's in the description.
Everything.
There it
Everything's
is.
in the description, guys. Become a patron for only $5 a month.
Please.
No, but so continue. The basically what you're saying is you think that there should already be a teaser out.
I know there should already be a teaser out. I can't think of a single movie that bare minimum. We should already have a full trailer. Never mind a teaser. We have nothing. Not even set photos. The only thing we have is a tractor trailer with the name of the movie on it.
Right.
That's it. So it tells me, what that tells me is maybe a lot of that speculation that's been going on for a while has some truth to it.
Yeah.
Because
I think Mask with Shy has it on the head here. Said also maybe a lot of the stuff they have can end up being too spoilery. And that's kind of what we're saying here.
Right, exactly.
That's why in the teaser, most likely we won't know anything.
Get nothing.
Because this movie is going to be heavily
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on. There's going to be a lot. There's going to be so much going on that they don't really maybe every couple minutes something is dropped, or not every couple minutes, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Kind of like Civil War, where a lot of stuff happened throughout Civil War.
Right. And Civil War is a good example because they did something very similar with Civil War. It wasn't until, I don't know, it was like 2 weeks before the movie came out that I knew anything about Civil War.
Yeah, because they finally showed Spider-Man.
Right.
They finally showed Spider-Man. I
remember at the time.
What's up, Jack? Jack Pierre, always coming in for 5 minutes nowadays.
You're late.
Look, bye everyone, and thank you, Justice, for wearing a shirt. Who goes to? I don't get it. No, none. CAIDEN nor Jack. They never stick around anymore.
Jack said my address is a cardboard box.
Yeah, it's whatever. See you later.
That's funny.
Whatever. Go to school or something. But yeah. So listen, I have a lot to say on the Spider-Man topic because I am a firm believer that Toby and Andrew aren't in it.
Really?
Yes.
I've said something similar. Please elaborate.
I think that we've got it in our heads that
just like WandaVision,
that Toby and Andrew are going to be in this movie.
Right.
I don't think they're actually in it.
Right.
I maybe chances are slim, but maybe there's a cameo.
Okay.
A multiverse
That's funny.
cameo.
That's funny you say that because I said the same exact thing damn near to a T. What I had said was, bro, it's way too early for something of that magnitude. Like, if you really think about it, bro, that's Electro. We already know Jamie Foxx is in it. We already know Doc Ock is in it.
Yeah.
Now to throw Toby and Andrew on top of that makes this movie way too big.
It's convoluted
for Spider-Man's third entry, and you know, Far From Home would have given us something to hint at that. Well, I mean, we kind of got that with Jameson, but I don't think.
No. He's not.
I know.
People acting crazy thinking that's the same guy.
I know, but it's at least something hinting at it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? It opens the door at bare minimum. But again, I agree with you. Toby and Andrew would make this movie way too big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's convoluted.
I believe it will happen.
What are the what does everyone say the problem with BVS is?
It was too much.
Oh.
It was way too much. It was way too much.
This movie that we're explaining to you right now, what does that sound like?
Right.
Way too much.
Absolutely. Especially if you want something, and this is Spider-Man. Obviously, they want it to be long-term. So I 100% agree. It's going to happen, but not yet, bro. We're not getting that yet. I think how this is going to go down is at the very end of the movie, we get that cameo you just mentioned. And it will end the same way Far From Home ended, on this big-ass cliffhanger. Where it's
for the record, I just saw someone say something. I am the biggest BVS fan. Okay, if you hear my question, I said, what did people say about BVS? Because I think BVS is perfect, and I think it's one of the greatest films of all time, if not the best of all time. Actually, no, it's not better than Titanic. So no, it's the second best movie of all time.
Titanic,
but no, but it's just there's too much. We already know Doc, like you said, we already know Doc Ock's going to be it. We already know that Electro's in it. We already know that Doctor Strange is in it. Potentially Wanda.
That's way too much, bro. That's
maybe
enough.
Even Matt Murdock.
Right. He might be his.
Way too much going on,
bro.
There's way too much. But guess what? People would love it, and it would get 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and BVS would get a 12.
No, I doubt that. If it really is, if every speculation we've heard is true, not everybody's gonna love it. Most people are gonna be like, "What the hell is going on?" Most people are gonna be confused. I would love to see Matt Murdock, just Matt, not Daredevil. I just want Matt as a lawyer. I would love to see that. Like Spider-Man, like gets charged for being a vigilante, and Matt represents.
That's what I think is happening.
I would love that.
That's exactly what I think is happening.
Yeah, that's the theory I read.
But the only thing that you could say about that is Matt usually helps the little guy, and Tom has
Spider-Man.
Stark Industries backing him.
Dead. He's dead.
Doesn't matter. He's dead. Pepper's not dead.
Right. Pepper and Happy. Yeah. Right.
And they're both directly tied to.
Well, okay, so Happy.
You would get the best lawyers around.
Happy suggested. Happy. I know a good lawyer down in Hell's Kitchen. Matt Murdock.
That's a good.
That's a perfect connection.
That's a perfect connection.
Because Happy doesn't have to like explain why he knows Matt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe
Happy's
he even knows.
Baby.
Maybe he even knows he's Daredevil. He just doesn't say it. You know what I mean? He doesn't mention it.
It would be him too, because he played Foggy in the Ben Affleck.
You're
Daredevil.
welcome. You're welcome.
He'd be like, bro, I know a guy.
Mr. Mouse, I am looking for work, by the way.
That's wow, that just clicked in my head. I was like, bro, wait, he played Foggy Nelson.
Yeah, it's perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. Booyah.
Oh my God, it would be him too.
That
would be a double callback. That would be so fire.
Right.
If the writers didn't think of that, and this is happening,
you're welcome.
Yeah, they're like scrambling to reshoot.
God, shit, trip. That's like my NSA agent.
Great, dude. Let's get it going.
It's like my NSA agent Kevin sending it to Disney.
Damn, Gavin. You just killed the vibe here.
I know.
Electro kills both Happy and Pepper in the first 5 minutes.
I don't care about Pepper, but Happy, I really like Happy.
Austin's like, how can you compare this and BVS? Comparing it for how much was happening in the story.
Right.
Not for what led up to it or what the characters in it.
Because I've said that a million times about BVS. There's way too much golden material in that movie used in just one movie. Yeah, like the prime example being the death of Superman. I get it. the hero. I get the hero's journey, whatever. Blah. I get it.
He's really getting all butthurt about this one.
But it's
BBS
just,
had
it's
one movie before it, and that's why people could connect with several different comic storylines. At least this will make sense because Marvel has been prepping for it. See, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I don't think Marvel hasn't prepped for a movie that. Yes, they gave us Endgame with like the time travel aspect.
Right.
But they have not
Multiverse is
prepped us for
jump.
a giant ensemble multiverse smashed together.
But that's how they're gonna do it, right? Doctor Strange,
I'm okay with it,
Multiverse
though.
of Madness is where we actually learn about the multiverse. But Spider-Man is our baby step into it. So that's why Andrew and Toby won't be there, but the villains will, right? They're not going to explain it because nobody knows what the hell is going on. It's our baby step into it. You feel me?
Infinity War had time travel in it. Civil War had the multiverse in it.
No, it didn't. No,
what Austin is doing here is he's listing the movies that Spider-Man was in before this one coming up. But it makes no difference whether BVS had 14 movies before it.
Well,
they still used a lot of different storylines at one one time.
Austin, I get your point. I do. I get it. But that doesn't, how many appearances Spider-Man has had doesn't justify the jump into multiverse. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get what you mean. I do. Trust me, I get it. But it's not how many times we've seen Spider-Man. It's the fact that nobody knows what the hell multiverse is. And we haven't even kind of dipped our toes into it yet to do something like having all three Spider-Mans on the same screen, right?
Well,
you know, we should get
you could argue that Into the Spider-Verse allowed people to understand it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They get it.
But
that doesn't make it okay on the MCU's end.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This one's a tricky one. This one is a tricky one.
You know who they should get? The guy who was the Japanese guy who was Spider-Man. Japanese Spider-Man. That's a callback, baby. That's a cameo, baby. The same way Linda Carter was in Wonder Woman 84, we'll put the Japanese guy.
Yeah.
In
he'll be Peter Park. Like Jack says. Peter Park.
That was actually pretty good. That was
Peter Park.
That was a pretty good Japanese.
Yeah. He'll be
I would love that.
But
I would love that.
Listen, if we're both wrong,
right,
and all three show up.
Imagine this movie is just boring as hell. Nothing happens. no multiverse. No nothing.
Electro's not in it.
Yeah, it's just a boring ass Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. But say we're wrong and all three do show up.
Right.
What do you think the storyline will be like?
I think it will just be a carbon copy of what's Into the Spider-Verse was. Tom not
Who's
knowing
going to be the villain? We don't.
Like it would be a combination.
Villain.
It'd be a combination.
It'd be like Spider-Verse.
It would be one from each. So we would get like a Holland villain, Andrew villain, and a Toby villain, right? Electro, Doc Ock, and whoever they pick for
I think
Holland.
you need Green Goblin, man, or Hobgoblin.
What,
someone.
From Toby? Toby's Hobgoblin?
No,
James Franco?
Holland.
Oh,
we need
well, see, that's the thing. If we get Doc Ock and Electro for Toby and Andrew, we're not gonna get a new one for Holland. We're gonna get a throwback. You know what I mean? So it would be,
who does he have to throw back to?
It would be Keaton. It's really the only option. He's only had one villain, or maybe Gyllenhaal, but Gyllenhaal is dead. Keaton's the only one that's alive, so it kind of
he's in jail.
Well, Doc Ock is dead too, so
yeah, I guess anything could go.
Right. So is Electro. Electro's not alive either.
Yeah,
so.
We've heard a lot about a lot. But we haven't really heard
facts.
Who's the central villain of the story?
I haven't heard a single fact about this movie other than Tom Holland stars.
Imagine like it's like Mephisto out of nowhere.
Right, just some
Mephisto
random
or Nightmare or something.
To go back to your question.
What do you guys think the villain of Spider-Man
Please
No
let me know.
Way Home is going to be? Let us know in the comments.
A main villain.
Yeah, a main villain. The main villain,
Our
not
main
Electro,
antagonist.
not Doc Ock. But
who's pulling the strings for all this?
Yeah, let us know.
So to bring it back to your question, what the storyline would be, again, I think it'd be a carbon copy of Into the Spider-Verse, where it's being, Far From Home, that banger of a cliffhanger where Tom Holland gets exposed as Spider-Man. Everybody knows who he is now. I absolutely adored that, by the way. That was like the first after credit scene that like really threw me for a loop, bro. I was like, holy guacamole, that's intense.
Yeah.
So I think the story being Now, assuming all three of them are in here, Toby plays the fat one, right? Toby's the fat one. Andrew's the handsome one that doesn't survive, right? The blonde one that dies. And Tom is Miles. And what the hell am I supposed to do? Everybody knows who I am. I'm really struggling. As we get that classic Spider-Man story where he's struggling as Spider-Man. Should I keep doing this? What should I do next? And Toby kind of plays the mentor while Tom also gets Toby out of his funk. Because Mary J broke up with him or she's dead, whatever. Remember that story where Spider-Man got Mary J pregnant and she dies because of his radioactive baby maker, to put it PG? Maybe that's the story, right? MJ's dead. MJ's dead. She's not around anymore.
You can't do that.
Toby got fat, right?
No, because here's the thing is no matter what you do, you can't take away from the originals. Right. You can't mess that shit up. Right. So I don't think you can make Toby a fat ass. I don't. Funny. Because people would be so aggravated if you took the old Spider-Man and now we know what he becomes.
Right, he's all fat and depressed
gross and stuff. Yeah,
I think it'd be hilarious.
He's got like 5 o'clock shadow and
got the
sweatpants.
Jinx, you owe me a soda. I think that'd be hilarious, right? You think people would be mad about that?
I think people would be really mad.
Toby,
about that.
I think Toby would hit that role on the head. I think Toby would absolutely nail that.
You think so?
I know so. Would
you, if you were Toby, you would sign on to do that?
Absolutely.
Oh
absolutely. First of all, Toby needs the work. Let's not pretend like Toby's at the top of the list right now. Toby needs the work. And I honestly think Toby could nail it. After he got memed to death, Toby got a taste of what it's like to be comedic. You know what I'm saying? He'll nail that. I know he would. I can picture him right now with a beer belly and a beard.
Caden's saying Toby is not fat in this.
Caden,
he
I
got
believe
his
nothing
early
you say.
2000s look.
I believe nothing you say.
I'm
sorry. I'm just kidding, Caden. I love you.
Listen, are you guys? I really want the honest truth. Do you guys want all 3 Spider-Men?
Vincent
in D'Onorio, who played Kingpin.
Oh yeah, dude.
I was gonna bring that one up.
Yeah.
Do you guys want all 3 Spider-Men in one film with Spider-Man No Way Home?
Right.
Because if you do, I want to know how you would make it so that the story was comprehensive and it wasn't too over the top. Because the thing with 3 Spider-Men is this somehow still has to be Tom's movie. It can't be Toby's, Tom, and Andrew's movie. One of them's got to do, like Into the Spider-Verse, one of them's got to die. One of them's got to die or something like that.
Right.
And that takes away from...
It's gonna be Andrew. He's the least liked. He's the handsome one. It's gonna be Andrew. But again, I'm calling it. If all 3 of them are in this movie, it's just gonna be a carbon copy of
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, but with the MCU's details and style on it. But yeah, that's
another $5 super chat from Saggy.
Hey,
Toby needs to do another dance scene, and I will support it.
Hey,
as Fat Spider-Man, and
right? The scene, right? He's doing this thing right here, right? This. That was see, I'm telling you, Toby would kill that role. I'm telling you. The
more and more I talk about this, the more I want.
You know what I saw?
Of them in this
you know
movie.
what I saw? Somebody made a meme, right? And they were like, "Yo, if that's true, and all 3 of them are in there, and this meme isn't in it, what's the point?" And I can't agree more.
Right.
Really, what is the point if you don't?
Oh
do
my
it?
God, that's too much.
I need that.
All right, so here's the problem I have, though. Well, not the problem I have, but here's what I am worried about. There was an interview with Andrew Garfield where he said, you guys need to temper your expectations.
Right. Pump the brakes.
Pump the brakes is basically what he's saying.
Right.
And stop getting your hopes so high.
Right.
Maybe Toby's in it and not Andrew.
WandaVision.
Or maybe none of them are in it. And that's where I got this, like, I took what he said to heart, and I tempered my expectations, because before this, I was like, they're going to be in it, This is going to be an easy way for Marvel to score some nostalgia points, get their Spider-Verse movie, at least started, work your way up to Miles. Could Miles show up in this movie? Potentially.
It would just be like, he's nowhere near being Spider-Man, but maybe just a shout out to him.
I just gave the heart back. But,
you know, honestly, I would
that was mean.
I would honestly, I could argue that it's already convoluted as is, because we know Alfred's in it. We know Jamie Foxx is in it. I mean, if you ask me, that's already on the borderline of too much. So to step over that line, including the heroes as well. I think it would be great to see Holland go up against these two, lose. At the end of the movie, we get like your cameo that you mentioned, right? And then, hey, we're here to help, and then bam, we go to the next movie, right? And then we're not gonna get that solution for another like 8 years, bro. So get cozy while waiting.
Yeah. Gavin says Electro, I feel, needs a new look, and I'm pretty sure someone mentioned that.
I heard, yeah.
Someone mentioned that it would not be the same look,
right?
Because they're going to be doing a more comic accurate look, which I think is a no-brainer.
Well, that Electro isn't necessarily inaccurate, because that's how he looks in the Ultimate. Is that Ultimate Electro? Yeah, it is. It's Ultimate Electro. That's how he looks. He doesn't have the costume. He's exactly what Jamie Foxx is, just not black.
See, I didn't read a lot of Marvel. I don't.
Right. He's Ultimate Spider-Man is pretty close to what Tom Holland is.
Let's look it up.
But Ultimate Electro, if I remember correctly, is what Jamie Foxx is. It's just not Jamie Foxx as a white dude instead.
Marvel's Ultimate Universe?
Yes. If I remember correctly. But I know there is an Electro out there that is like that. And I didn't mind it. I like the idea of him being pure energy and just can kind of, work through it and whatnot. I actually really like that. Yeah, it is. It's Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was right. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, yeah, dude, guys, these movies, like, even if you don't like them, like, these movies don't come from nowhere. Even Snyder, he got all his inspiration.
Beware
from
what you say next.
What do you mean?
I thought you were gonna talk shit.
No, I'm saying, please. How often do I shit on this man? None of you can stop that. No, what I'm saying is, like, even if you don't like a comic movie, more often than not, they don't just make this shit up. They got it from some comic somewhere, somehow. Even Snyder, he got a lot of what he does, whether you like it or not, did come from a comic, whether it's, Elseworld or whatever the case may be.
I'm trying to download it so I can put it up.
Right.
And yeah, all right, guys, we'll be back in 22 seconds. I'll bring that Electro image up. This is the final ad that you guys got to listen to, and then we'll bring up Saggy's.
Got to pay the bills.
$20 or her 20th dollar spent here today.
Wow.
Because we love Saggy Melons here. I guess she spent the 20. I guess I'll have to buy her a bubble tea now. Huh? I will, most likely. Yeah, let's set that up. Actually, let's set it up. I'll buy you a bubble tea. Thank you so much, Saggy Melons, for being amazing. But here are the bills getting paid. Hey. Oh, by the way, with this next with the next showcase thing, substitute Mortal Kombat, we're going to be doing Conjuring. We are brought to you today by Showcase Cinemas Deluxe. Right now, Mortal Kombat is in theaters, and we were live from inside the theater for all-day coverage of the film on April 23rd. Make sure to get out and support your local theaters now. See these larger-than-life movies the way they were intended, on the largest screen possible. Showcase offers X+, which is their large premium format theater. Not only do you see and hear the film, but you become a part of it as well. Find out where your local Showcase Cinemas is by heading to their website, www.showcasecinemas.com. Again, that's www.showcasecinemas.com, or by clicking the link in the description below. Remember, be Showcase safe. Showcase has implemented several protocols to ensure that your focus remains on the film, not on the pandemic, including new ventilation systems in each theater to ensure proper airflow, sanitizer on every wall, and so much more. Enjoy the movie the way it was meant to be, with a night out to the theater. All right. Thank you for listening to that advertisement. I do have... What the... Oh, I did the wrong thing. So this is Electro in the Ultimate... Why didn't it... Oh, no, it's right there. One sec.
One sec.
I tried to do the other one again. But actually, this looks pretty similar to the Amazing Spider-Man's Electro.
Like I said, most of these directors...
That looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah, these filmmakers don't just... This doesn't come from, out of nowhere. More often than not, it comes from a comic. Even like Paul Giuliani's stupid ass Rhino robot suit was from a comic.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like
I
that.
Actually liked. I actually liked it. I thought it was more practical.
I like Paul. I like him a lot.
I thought Paul Giamatti's Rhino was way more practical than than the comic.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The comic one is just like a legitimate,
just some dude. He's like a bodybuilder.
yeah. Like it's just,
like, bro, you guys see me with no shirt, all right? If humans were able to get that buff, I'd be that buff. You know what I mean? It's not
by
possible.
the way, moving that helped so much.
What moving what?
The computer.
Oh, nice.
It helped so much. You haven't
Nice.
really been haven't been laggy.
You see my dimples.
Unless it's the Fantastic Four reboot.
I'm so excited, baby.
No, he's talking about the one that I think he's talking about Josh Trank.
Oh,
that was terrible.
Oh, it was
Terrible.
It had potential.
Absolutely
It really did
god
have
awful.
potential, though.
It did.
I thought it looked cool. I was like, oh, they put a little darker tone on it. It's essentially what Zack Snyder did with DC. Went from ridiculously campy to, well, more like Nolan, because Nolan did it first, but it went from ridiculously campy to much darker, right? That's essentially what they did with Fantastic Four. It had potential. The honest trailer said they turned Dr. Doom into an evil sex doll. I was like, that's hilarious. It was so funny. It was so funny, and now I can't unsee it. Shout out honest trailers. That's so funny.
Oh God, Saggy with another $5 super chat says,
Wow.
I like the Venom movies, but I want a more true to comics version of Venom. Hope we get one someday.
So
Here, one sec.
yeah,
I think the Venom that we're getting right now, the Tom Hardy version of Venom, is an absolute travesty.
really,
It is god awful. It is, dude. The second trailer was pure cheese.
really.
They leaned into the comedic aspect of it. The stuff that people loved from the first one.
Yeah,
The little teeny slice of humor that was in it
right.
was the interaction between Hardy and Venom,
right.
or Brock and Venom.
Right.
And they're just the first 2 minutes of the the first like 37 seconds of the trailer is just breakfast jokes.
That was a good catch.
Yeah.
That was a good catch. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you. High five, hit me. I'm proud of you.
Just breakfast joke after breakfast joke, and it was just I did a trailer reaction for it, and like you could see my eyes start like blinking a bunch, and that's when I'm cringing.
So let me.
So bad.
Which Venom are you referring to? Because Venom originally is that. That is very, very accurate. Venom is from old school Spider-Man. When Venom first came around, that's how he acts. He cracks jokes. Venom's not a bad guy. He just wants to outperform Spider-Man. He's obsessed. He's like second place to Spider-Man, so he's constantly trying to outbro him. And he cracks jokes and stuff. That Venom, whether you like him or not, is on point to original Venom.
All right, well, you have to give me some of that then.
I'll
have to look some of it up.
Look back.
I don't know is Venom.
Amazing
I don't,
Spider-Man.
personally.
Look back in the day, like I'd say like the 70s, maybe 80s, early Amazing Spider-Man comics. That's how Venom acts. It wasn't until Ultimate.
He's not evil?
No, it was Ultimate is when started that Venom.
Oh.
He's all buff and mindless beast, kind of like the Hulk, and he's just this eating machine. That came from Ultimate. Venom is not like that.
Oh.
Venom's just a dude. He just acts like that. He is what he is in that movie. He's the reject that nobody on his planet wanted, so he came to Earth, and now he's trying to outperform Spider-Man because he's sick of being second place. That's exactly like, dude, they hit Venom on the head, whether you like him or not. He's accurate.
Oh,
yeah.
See, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I'm used to like
a lot of people
newer
did it.
Venom,
Right.
which is like the
Ultimate.
monster.
Right. Ultimate started.
What about
that.
Carnage?
Carnage is Carnage. Carnage is just a murdering machine.
Because I'm getting the cheese vibe from him too.
Yeah, I was not happy with the casting of Woody Harrelson. I love
Woody Harrelson.
I love Woody.
I love
do
Woody
too,
Harrelson,
but he's
man.
not.
I'm
He's
all about
not Cadis. He's not. I'm sorry. He's just not.
It's
He's just
Cadis
Cassidy.
Cassidy Clay.
Cassidy.
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 Okay.
You're thinking of Muhammad
Cassius
Ali.
Clay.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Quickest hands in the biz, baby.
Dude, Carnage is one of my
Cletus
favorite.
Cassidy. Okay, all right. Cletus Cassidy is
Cletus. Sorry, I said Cadis. It's
Yeah.
Cletus. He's one of my favorites. I absolutely adore Carnage.
Nick Carr called it fantastic flop. Yep,
Dude,
that's
it's a solid point.
What do we got here?
Nice.
Who do y'all want to play MCU Norman Osborn, Kurt Connors, which is the reptile guy, right?
Say that again?
Kurt Connors is
yes, Dr. Lizard.
the
Yes.
Lizard, yeah.
Dr.
And then
Connors.
Otto Octavius is obviously Doc Ock.
Yep.
In the MCU, who do you want to see as
First of all, I'm terrible at fan casting. I say this all the time, so I really can't give you a solid answer to that. I
Okay.
suck at fan casting. I'm so bad at it.
for Norman though?
Norman's hard.
Norman's
is
hard
hard,
because
'cause
I actually really enjoyed Homeboy.
Willem Dafoe?
William
Yeah.
as Norman. I thought
He
he did
did-
a really good job.
Willem did a great job as Goblin, but not so much as Norm. Whoever plays Norm could also play Lex. They act the same. They're
Okay.
the stern businessman that has bad intentions for the sake of power, for the sake of greed, for the sake of control. I mean,
But I definitely don't want to see Jesse Eisenberg suiting up as
no, I didn't want to see him as Lex.
Actually, this is actually a really good question because I myself am not a huge Spider-Man guy.
Really? I
The
love
comics,
Spidey.
No,
I love Spidey.
I am not a huge
He's second
Spider-Man.
to only Batman. He's
Yeah,
second to
see,
only
I'm
Batman.
I'm more of a DC guy when it comes to like reading.
right.
but,
right.
But fan
adore
casting,
Spidey.
I don't know. Otto Octavius, I literally can't cast him
I
because
think
all I
Alfred-
think about is Alfred Molina.
I think he nailed it.
yeah,
he really
there's
did.
no other guy I can think of
Right.
that it's like, yeah, he could be a great Doctor
Right.
Octavius.
right.
No, dude, it's already been done perfectly.
Right. Doc Ock
Um,
is you're like
Kirk Connors, I think you could cast
damn near anybody who can be a nerd.
you could cast, but yeah, literally anyone and change them
Really?
to that. You know who I would think would be a great Kirk Connors.
Smell maple syrup.
A great Kirk Connors would be someone actually like the guy who played Harvey Dent.
Okay.
Who's
Huh.
got that like presence to him, but can also be pretty lingering and what's his name again? Damn, I forget his name.
I always call him Harvey. I just call
or
him Harvey. So.
Even you know who I would like to see in there?
he's a great actor.
I would like to see if you brought guys like Kevin Bacon in.
Really?
Kevin Bacon could be a good a goblin. He kind of has that William Dafoe vibe.
Yeah, they kind of look alike.
Oh, actually, Austin said it too.
Really?
Yeah,
Did he?
Kevin Bacon. Because Kevin Bacon's I always confuse Kevin Bacon and William Dafoe, or I used to.
Right.
That's
They kinda
why
look alike.
I would always say that.
I guess I could see Kevin now that he's older play.
And Gavin said it.
that's stern kind of.
But one
Norman.
second, I got to get to this. Andrew Caselli with the $5 super chat said,
My man.
Toby is the GOAT, the chosen one,
Stop it.
the real Spider-Man.
No, he's not.
Dude, Toby for the win, baby.
Tom Holland
For the
is-
win,
Holland
baby.
is so adorable and
Woo!
likable,
Toby.
and lovable. You tell me you watched Homecoming and you don't just want to pinch those cheeks.
Dude, people
Stop playing with
hate
me.
Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I've been finding this out.
No.
Dude, hey, hot take here. I found that more people dislike Tom Holland Spider-Man.
What?
Yeah, you'd
He's
be
the
really
perfect
surprised.
high school Spider-Man. He's the perfect 15-year-old Spider-Man.
Hey, listen, I'm just reporting it like I see it.
Wow.
I'm just reporting it like I see it, baby.
I'm mad at you. Andrew, I'm gonna blame you for that because I know you're the Spider-Man guy, so I'm gonna blame you for that. I love Tom. I love Tom. I love Tom for what he
Austin
is.
doesn't like him.
I love Tom for what he is. The young high school Peter Parker, the 15-year-old that gained again Ultimate Spider-Man, the 15-year-old that got superpowers out the blue and now all of a sudden is going on life-saving missions. Bro, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. You don't like Tom Holland? Oh, my
Bro,
God.
so
Bro.
many people didn't
Bro.
like so for anyone who's looking at Justice, he's looking at your comments up on the TV.
Yeah, sorry.
That's why these TVs are here, is
Right,
for that,
right.
those reasons.
right.
but I gotta find a way to make it look not so bright in the background. Like in the background,
TV.
it's so
Oh, well, you
bright.
could go to the settings and screen.
Oh yeah,
screen
is there?
brightness.
Is
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Guys, are you a fan of Tom Holland as Spider-Man?
I can't believe people don't like him.
Dude,
He's
we've known that
perfect.
Andrew Caselli has been the biggest Tobey
Right,
fan
right,
that there is.
Right, yeah.
That there
Andrew-
is.
Andrew-
He is the biggest Tobey Maguire Spider-Man fan that there ever was and ever
Right,
will be.
Right,
He
right.
really is.
He really is. He
I'll
loves
give him that credit.
Toby's great. Don't get it twisted. But again, Tom is perfect for what he is. The 15-year-old kid that got superpowers. I mean, he's perfect for it. He has that adorable, dorky kind of. It's believable that he's like he didn't have any friends and that he's a straight up nerd that just like is on the debate team and you know what I mean. And Andrew Garfield was like the polar opposite of that. He's like an underwear model for Calvin Klein, trying to be a nerd, and he's like hitting kickflips in the hallway and shit, and stuff. And they're gonna tell me that he's a nerd that nobody likes. Come on, stop playing with me.
Yeah, I hear you on this.
And Toby was a little too much of a dork. You know, like he was like just a tad bit. I like Toby. Let's not get this one twisted. Please do not crucify me. But it's there needs to be this balance with Spider-Man that he can start off as a shy, awkward dork, but then become this confident hero, right?
Okay.
And Toby was always the dork, you know? There was never a point that I believed like, oh, he's this confident superhero, because he never was. In every one of those movies, he was still this shy, awkward weirdo.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Tom, on the other hand, is like an adorable dork that you could say like, oh, no, this kid eventually will have some self-confidence, I guess you want to call it, and he'll actually be admirable. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Who's so out of the three, your favorite is obviously Tom Holland.
Toby's too much of a dork.
You just explained it.
Cool.
I know. I'm recapping it.
All right.
So, hot take. My favorite Spider-Man
Hotcakes
is Andrew Garfield.
Really?
Yes. I was so in love with The Amazing Spider-Man, and when it got canned, I was so angry and so disappointed. Very much so.
Well, Nick and Adam are on your page talking about he's the GOAT.
Oh, he's not the GOAT.
Well, I'll give it. You know
he's
what?
not the greatest of all time. The Into the Spider-Verse Spider-Man was fire.
Can I retract my answer?
No.
The Japanese guy.
Say the Japanese guy. I knew you were going with that. I knew where you're going with that. Stop. Don't even.
He was really good.
But I think Andrew was the best in-suit Spider-Man that there is.
Okay.
I liked his in-suit Spider-Man. He had everything that you wanted. His Peter, I said his Toby. His Peter was off. He was way too cool.
Right. But his Spidey was on point.
His Spidey was on point.
Fair enough.
But his Peter Parker was not.
That's a fair point.
He was way too handsome.
Right. Again, with the kick flips, he's like a professional skateboarder. Like, what the hell? Like, bro, on what planet is this kid unpopular that people are picking on him?
Yeah. What do we got here in the chat? You ever seen Natural Born Killers?
No.
Of course. What?
I haven't.
I know.
Every time I say that, I get the same reaction. No, I haven't seen it.
He's gonna knock the role out of the park. I don't know who you're talking about.
He's talking about Woody Harrelson.
Oh, I want Aaron Eckhart, Harvey Dent, Two-Face from The Dark Knight as Norman Osborn. See, I brought him up. That's who I'm talking about, Aaron Eckhart.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good Kurt Connors.
Is his name. I always call him Harvey.
Yeah. Matthew McConaughey for MCU Norman.
No.
Rainn Wilson is Otto.
No.
Matthew McConaughey or Kevin Bacon as Norman Osborn. That's from Gavin Cooley.
Anybody but McConaughey.
Oh, I actually like that. Oh, why am I reading that? Bring William Dafoe back. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
He's got a lot going on. Or Kevin Bacon. He'd be amazing. Andrew is reminding me about his super chat. I agree, Justice. I don't know what he's agreeing. I think he's about your list. I can't stand Tom Holland Spider-Man. LOL. Hayden Christensen as Kurt Connors. So Anakin Skywalker
as Lizard.
As Lizard.
Bro, honestly, Lizard is
that's a pretty weird casting, but I like it. I'm into it.
Dude, have you ever seen Hayden act? He's not good. He's bad. He's really bad.
I've honestly never seen him act other than.
I hate sand. It's so coarse and he's terrible.
Does he say that?
In Attack of the Clones.
Oh.
He's terrible. Hayden Christensen cannot act to save his life. He's terrible, bro.
Tom Cavanaugh.
I noticed that.
Yeah, he plays Reverse Flash on the CW. Okay. So we actually find out. We don't know who he is. He's Harrison Wells from Earth One. Okay. When we get to know him.
Okay.
Turns out he's not.
Okay.
He assumed the identity, and he's actually Reverse Flash.
Okay.
Posing.
Okay.
To kind of like attach himself to the Flash.
Right.
So he poses as one of his mentors.
Right.
And dude, the reveal's so sick. The first 2 seasons of CW Flash were great.
Okay.
He was the central focus of that.
Right.
After they lost that storyline,
then it kind of fell off.
And then the guy who played Reverse Flash is now a series regular he's like their friend again. So it's like, dude, what? I can't take this shit seriously.
Right.
I
What happened to me with Daredevil. After Punisher left, it went downhill. I was like, I'm good. I stopped watching. I was like, bro, I'm good. I got like 3 episodes in, and I was like,
Are you
good.
serious?
Yeah. After Punisher left, I was done.
You are
After they
literally-
finished that
All right,
first
hold
season
on.
with Kingpin and Punisher left and he was gone to go do his own show. Yeah, I was good. After that,
Then you don't
When the
like
Foot
good
Clan-
stories.
when the Foot Clan came
just
around,
say
I
this.
was done.
Just say this. You don't like dark stories.
Why?
Just say it because
Why?
you clearly have a taste and it's not that.
What do you mean? The first season is not this bright sunshine rainbowed land.
Dude, Daredevil is, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat.
You're lucky
Daredevil-
you said that. You lucky you said that because I was just about to wrong.
Daredevil is one of revered critics, fans, general audiences.
Yeah, it's a great show, but it lost me after Punisher.
How?
That's like the what? The
that
end of the
doesn't
second
even
season.
make sense.
After like that, what was it? Like that halfway through the third season, right? No. End of second season.
and the second season.
Yeah,
You didn't even.
yeah.
The third season is one of the best seasons there are.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to it.
Oh my god, your
didn't
your
get to
taste
it.
in shit is so unbearable to me.
Amazing.
It's
So good.
unbearable to
Wow,
me.
you have great taste.
Unbearable. how you could just I'm good.
I don't know. It just lost me. I got bored with it.
Dude, you missed
I
the
got
one of
bored.
the my favorite personally, my
Yeah,
favorite
I got bored.
storylines.
I got
The
bored.
the Bullseye storyline, like Gavin says here. is-
Bullseye's in season
Oh,
3?
you would know
Oh,
if you gave
I
it a
didn't.
goddamn chance.
I gave up. I told you. After
Season
Punisher
3 is the
left.
best season.
Yeah?
Best season there is. Season 3 is
I
epic.
don't know. Season 1's gonna be very hard to top. It was
They
so good.
did.
It was
They
so
did.
good.
They did.
It was
They
so
did.
good.
Madeline's here.
Madeline.
Caleb Richardson, Andrew Caselli, Gavin Cooley, some really weird guy named Austin Lean. Austin Len.
Lean.
Len, who is that?
I suggest against drinking lean. If you're thinking about drinking lean, Big Drip says no.
Caden Reed, guys, we do love you.
Shout out.
On to our
Oh,
final topic of the day.
yeah, I was gonna
We
say.
kind of have to breeze through this one because we
Right.
don't have too much time left.
Wow.
But we will be back after this last message. Thank you guys so much for being here. The topic that you've all been waiting for. The screen, the thumbnail had Zack Snyder in it. So of course we're gonna get to our boy.
Yeah.
That's not my problem.
Make a real
We are brought to you today by Smooth Mind Balls. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, are you sick of cutting yourself, nipping yourself with those old razors that you've used 412 different times? Well, Smooth My Balls has you covered. Your #1 source for male grooming products. Dedicated to providing you the very best trimmers with an emphasis on service, friendliness, and overall good experiences. Smooth My Balls has come a long way from its beginnings in England. When they first started out, their passion was for male grooming. That drove them to start their own business and to find the best products suitable for easy grooming. You will thank me later, your privates will thank me later, and your partner will thank me later, because you're gonna be smooth as an egg. Trust me. Use code POP at checkout for 15% off your entire order. Limit 1 order per household per day. Guys, girls, get on it. Shave up. Get it. All right, guys. Zack Snyder took over and hosted Late Night with Stephen Colbert. And, bro, he went in.
So
He went in.
so much for you. Never mind. Go ahead.
God, no,
Yes,
say it.
so much for you. Restore the Snyderverse. Right down the toilet. It took him 5 seconds to ruin all your hopes and dreams. It's hilarious. I was dying laughing at y'all when I saw that.
So you think that's it?
I know that's it. He
All right.
looked into the
Chat,
camera.
let him have it, bro. Let
he
him
looked
get in
into
it.
the camera and said, "Suck it, Warner Brothers, bro. There goes your hopes and dreams. It's gone."
I'm dead. I'm dead. So you think that the Snyderverse has been buried?
Yeah,
It's dead.
Warner Brothers
ready?
is not grabbing
All
him.
right, quote Superman. It's dead. Bury it.
There it is.
Next time they shine your light in
There
the
it is.
sky, Snyder, Don't go to it. It's dead.
It's done.
Bury it.
It's done. That's it. Of course, it's done.
So he went on Late Night with Colbert, and they did a bunch of like segments and like and little clips, and
Right.
I thought it was funny to kind of see him flex his comedy, like the comedic aspect of it, and he kind of leaned into it, and it was lighthearted, it was fun,
Mhm.
and it was. Then they get to that part,
Right.
and listen, I am not into it as well.
Right.
I didn't like it. I did not like the Suck It Warner Brothers thing because, and listen, they treated him terribly. They did some terrible things to him as a director, but I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have said "Suck It, Warner Brothers" because he says to Stephen Colbert, "Your words, not mine."
Right.
But yeah, "Suck It, Warner Brothers."
Right.
Well,
right.
you just made it your words at that point.
You just said those words, so it's yours.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Are you okay with this? I know you brought up an interesting point. You said that no one's ever brought this up to me either. You know Brightburn, how Brightburn did Superman without necessarily saying they did Superman?
Right.
What if Zack continued the Snyderverse,
Right.
but just altered their names?
Right. Awesome lady.
Brought them into Netflix, kind of picked up the story where we left off, and did it like that.
Right. Right.
Would
Kinda
people be opposed?
pull a Brightburn? Do it with Netflix. I think, first of all, I'm pretty sure this is basically essentially a confirmation that he's gonna stick around with Netflix. I mean, in comparison, just based off of studios and the way he can perform as an artist, as a director, and as a movie maker, why the hell would he go back to Warner Brothers? That doesn't make any sense. After the nightmare they put him through trying to make his DC run, why the hell would he go back? And then he goes to Netflix, the first movie he makes, he gets to have the time of his life, and he makes the exact movie without, not a peep came from Netflix for Army of the Dead. He made the exact movie he wanted to make. Why would you go back to that? That's like me moving to Beverly Hills and then moving back to Dorchester afterwards. Nah, I'm not really feeling Beverly Hills. This $30 million mansion ain't really doing it for me. I'm gonna go back to my cardboard box next to Wollaston Station in Quincy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course you're gonna stay.
You know me. I'm a huge Snyder fan.
Right.
Huge Snyder fan. I
Right.
love everything that he does. I just I don't know. I thought it was hilarious. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. I thought it was so funny.
You just want his
But you
DC
know
run
how
back.
Warner Brothers is going to look at that. They're
Right.
going to be like, oh, they're going to be super salty about
Oh,
it.
of course.
But I don't know. Does it matter that Discovery is coming in? He did do it as the transition was happening. And like Discovery's coming in and there might be someone else in charge. So is he a genius? Who knows? Who knows? But you see, so Army of the Dead is murdering, like I said it would. I claim this in my video when I spoke out against Warner Brothers. I said, wait till Army of the Dead comes out and you see what this man can do with no restrictions, no shackles, nothing. And he delivered a masterpiece. It had its flaws here and there, but 77 million households watched it or some crazy number like that.
Remember when I told you about how somebody had explained to me with
What's up?
yeah, bro.
Quick sniff acting a fool down there.
Remember how I explained to you, somebody had said to me, or well, I seen somebody explain in a video or whatever, that Netflix has this habit to put all their movie budget into their cast rather than, and then kind of let everything fall short.
Yeah.
I think Army of the Dead, they did it correct this time. They put the majority of their budget into their filmmaker. And that's where the big difference is. You know what I'm saying? They use that majority of the budget to get an actual filmmaker rather than some rookie. So, for example, in the past, their movies would have a star cast with some rookie director. This time around, they flipped it on its head, got a veteran director, and put some rookie actors in it, with the exception of Batista.
Yeah.
And even then, he's not like an A-lister. He's B.
becoming an A-lister.
He's getting there, but he's big B's at most. He's not
He's a B
yet.
plus.
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
He's not A.
I
yet.
see
You
what
know
you're saying there. And when they do spend good money on directors,
Look at the results.
look at the results. Now Scorsese did the Irishman.
Oh yeah,
and
he did.
people
Was that a
that was
Netflix
up for
go-to?
mad awards.
Was that a Netflix go-to?
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah. Huh.
That was a huge movie.
Right.
A little bit long. People had critiques on it, but
Right.
I mean, it was a good movie.
Right. And you had De Niro, so
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
go wrong.
You had Scorsese and De Niro directing and acting. Come on.
bro.
It's a fucking
Dynamic duo, baby.
dynamic. And then now we have Zack Snyder. I almost called it
Let's-
Snyder of the Dead. Snyder of the Dead. We got Army of the Dead, and it's murdering numbers. It is killing it.
Big budget movie on a streaming service.
Who would
You
have
know what I
thought?
mean?
Who would have thought?
That's
that
a theatrical kind of movie, and it's on a streaming service. Absolutely.
And they
it's
gave
killing
it. They did give it a limited kind of theatrical release with
Right,
everything else.
right.
But I mean, it is what it is. I just think that going forward, if nothing else, studios need to look at filmmakers like Zack, not just Zack. There's other people like him, but you can't shackle these guys. You can't restrict what they're doing because you're taking a piece of their soul away when you do that. Not the soul of their movies. Like BVS, you thought you were editing it down and compressing it. No, you were taking these essential parts of it away. So these cutscenes that we needed to understand the story sequentially. And look at the consequences. It's not good. But then you give me Zack's, like Netflix even made fun of Warner Brothers and said this. They were like, no, this is the Snyder cut. Like, look, like, no, this is the Snyder cut. There's no other cut. This is the movie he wanted to make. We let him make it. And look, it's killing it.
Through and through.
It's killing it.
Like,
highest rated movie of his, I think it's high besides Dawn of the Dead. Ironically, I think it's his highest rated movie.
Maybe he should just stick
He's
with
just stick to zombie movies for now on.
Maybe stay away from DC.
It is going to be a Snyder of the Dead. He's just going to make zombie movies for the rest of his career. What?
I said maybe stay away from DC.
Oh, shut the up. Shut the up. I got to get a beeper. A bleep.
I know.
Dude,
I've been telling you from the jump we need sound effects.
Yeah.
They're fun.
But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments what you think. Guys, do you really think that the Snyderverse is going to get restored at this point? It seems like the joke's on Warner Brothers at this point. Everybody's looking in at Warner Brothers and just making sure that they know that they're a joke, and that they've really messed up. It's like they let Tom Brady get traded to the Bucks. What is it, Tampa Bay, right?
Yeah. What that hypothetical you just made up? It's like you have this owner of a dynasty, right? And you have this star player, the best thing that could ever possibly happen to you, and you let him go to a place like Florida. Imagine that hypothetically.
Yeah.
You let the GOAT go to Florida. Hypothetically, you let that happen.
Yeah.
And what happened? They already won a ring.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
Look, it's the same thing. Warner Brothers,
I'm still mad about that.
let your quarterback go. Netflix done picked him up, and they just won a ring.
He's more like an Aaron Rodgers.
Shut up. If he's a Tom Brady to me. But guys, that's all the time that we have for you today. Let us know in the comments what you think of the Snyder situation. Do you think the Snyderverse will be restored, or do you think it's dead? It's time to bury it. We'd be really interested to know.
Get the services together. I know a great
All right,
funeral home.
take us out.
If you guys need a discount, I know a great funeral service that you guys can go to use promo code Pop Culture Corner to get 15% off. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's a great episode. I had a lot of fun with it. I hope my co-host did as well. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everybody's hitting us with those super chats.
Oh yeah, thank you guys so much.
I made a tweet the other day, but now that we're live on camera, let me just say genuinely thank you so much. It's still to this day. I mean, it just happened a couple of days ago, but it still blows my mind every time I see an ad on one of our videos that shows me what we're doing is working and that we're making progress. And that's because of y'all. Thank you so much for everything you do. We do it for you and we do it for the culture. Till next time, baby.
Woo!